Our first investment, they were also a co-investor. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome. My name is Natarajan. I'm with the IIT Madras Research Park. So very quickly, I started my career not too far from Chennai in SPIC, Tamil Nadu Petro Products, as a process engineer. Since then, I've been several roles in management consulting in the US, spent about 15, 16 years in the US and Canada. A lot of it management consulting, financial services, retail, things like merger integration, market entry, and came back to India to set up and run GCCs, Global Capability Centers, run Flextronics from Chennai, Target, which is a retail chain from Bangalore. And the last 10, 12 years has been in impact, space of impact. I was a philanthropic venture capitalist, so investing for social impact. How do you improve quality of education in India? How do you reduce poverty, financial inclusion, skilling, livelihood? Most recently, I was at IIM Bangalore's NSR cell in climate tech incubator, advising climate tech companies. That's a cause very close to my heart. And earlier this year, or late last year, I started this role with IIT Madras Research Park. So managing the interaction between academia, industry, startups, and governments as well. And how do you bring the best of what happens in institutes to put to use for the nation and underserved, unserved people, right? That's really how I think of this role. So great talent available, and how do we put it to good use? That's my role.
Good afternoon. My name is Krishna. I have been in infrastructure investing for almost 2 decades, and I learned about venture capital investing by being a startup investor myself. I started a company which during COVID exited about 2 years back. Grew that company, so I learned about venture capital investing the hard way by being on the other side of the table. So raised about 200 crores of equity, 800 crores of debt, built a company which is about 100 crores with a 20% PAT, and exited. But having said that, from our company we have now done another 10 deals. I do understand what startup investors do go through. We have an excellent team which has evaluated more than 600 deals in the Tamil Nadu startup system. And we look forward to interacting with some of the startup companies out here and maybe share a few things about what I probably know about, a little bit about this investing. I will try and share some insights about where infrastructure and tech have an interface, which is the big data when it comes to the transmission and distribution systems.
Thank you, panelists, for the round of introduction. So slipping into questions, so the first topic that we would like to take is talk about market entry and strategic partnerships. So let me open with Gopi, and the question is, what are the effective ways to establish credibility and gain trust with US industrial majors, the B2B clients, the partners that the startups and scale-ups potentially work?
Since we are looking at this from a startup perspective, then one of those things that I want to emphasize on is, in addition to your product and what you have built till now, it's really important that you have a personal connect with the customer that you're interacting with, and the importance of EQ, for want of a better word, is really important, because I've taken one of these AI entrepreneurs to the US, and we were in a dinner meeting, and this guy is unbelievably smart. He's got a really good thing. The food arrives for him, and the rest of us have not got food, but he started eating, right? It's a very simple thing, it's a common thing. In India, we do that all the time, and no big deal about it. But for the customer, when they look at you as a full package. There are too many, they don't know your situation, they don't know where you're coming from. So every mistake we make socially, I mean, how big a mistake it is like eating tair sadam before rasam sadam. Just to put it in perspective, right? We will never forgive someone who does that in our house. So that's exactly what the entrepreneur did by making it. It's a simple social faux pas. You have to be aware of it. And the only way you get aware of it is by spending time with your customers and spending some time in the marketplace. And this is not, whatever you read, whatever you look at on YouTube is not going to give you this sense. I had another experience where we took a vertical farm aeroponics specialist from India to Atlanta. We knew the owner, and the owner said they had a 1,600 acre farm. They said 3 acres, you can install it here. We got it all signed, just come over. We know the owner of the farm, the entrepreneurs with me, we go in there. We totally botched up the deal. We come back 3 days later and we get a one-line response from the team head there saying, sorry, we're not going ahead with this, but it was great to meet you. One-liner responding, and this guy in the past 6 months has closed 3 different deals in